Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Hawley.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thanks to the witnesses for being here. How do I pronounce your last name? Shorley. Okay, Mr. Shorley. Thank you for being here. Let me just start with you. On the subject of the Railroad Retirement Board, I actually get quite a few inquiries from constituents about the Railroad Retirement Board. And I have to say very few of them are positive. And I just want to walk through a few of them with you, and maybe you can tell me what the issues are and if you need additional resources. I want to get some of this disentangled. Let's start here with a 77-year-old woman from Independence, Missouri. This is pretty typical. I'm going to put her comments up here behind me. This is pretty typical of the concerns that I hear. She says, I'm going to quote her now, "I've been waiting patiently for my increase on my ex-husband's railroad retirement pay. The website said it would be processed by July. When I called this morning, the lady told me it could be as late as December. I'm 77 years old. I was diagnosed with cancer last year. I need that money." She goes on to say, when I voiced my concern to an RRB employee, she was told, well, if you don't live to see it, your kids will get it. That's not good. If you don't live to see it, your kids will get it. That's very bad. Why is this happening? The Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen found that the average wait time for adjudication of RRB occupational disability claims is currently 450 days. 450. Average telephone time on hold, 4 hours. Why is that?
I think there's three questions in that. The comment that our I'm sorry, I wasn't speaking into it. Three parts to your question. That comment to that our employee made is inexcusable, and we'd love to hear who it was that said that.
So would I.
We would follow up on it. As to the other two, it is a question of resources. We don't have the people with our current technology in place that can make determinations any faster than they are.
Let me just, on that point, let me just ask you this. In Missouri, you have two field offices, one in Kansas City, one in St. Louis. Both of those offices are open Mondays through Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. only. In the St. Louis field office, their website still advertises, and I quote, "Due to high COVID-19 community levels, all visitors are required to wear masks during their visit," end quote. Why is that?
I can't give you an answer to that. It shouldn't be.
No, I mean, it shouldn't be. Why the office is only open till 3? I mean, you got people who are waiting 400 some days to get an initial response. They're on the phone for hours. They're told they may as well just go die. If they go to an office, they're closed, and they got to wear a mask. It's not good.
No.
Here's another Missouri Railway worker. He says, I became disabled in 2022. I filed for disability 16 months ago. When I call RRB for updates, it's the same answers. We're understaffed, and it's a minimum of 480 days to process any applications. He goes on, I'm not looking for a handout. I worked my tail off to be able to utilize this program that I paid into for situations like this one. Another disabled railway worker in Missouri told me that she waited 475 days before she got any response. 475 days. It's like a year and a half.
What happens when Americans work their entire lives, pay into a system, and then get told to wait, or worse, to die before their benefits arrive? In this explosive Senate exchange, Senator Josh Hawley puts the Railroad Retirement Board on the hot seat, calling out long delays, closed offices, and comments that leave constituents furious and desperate. What unfolds is a blistering demand for accountability and a warning that change is coming.
Another Missourian told me they wanted to change their withholding. They called RRB 3 times to ask about the proper form to fill out, and 4 months later, they still haven't heard an answer. What are we going to do about this?
So I can't quarrel with the delays, and as I said earlier, they're inexcusable. I mean, there's no reason that people should wait 480 470 days is the average.
But Mr. Shorley, if I may interrupt, And I'll give you a little extra time. In your earlier testimony, you spoke about how Congress needs to give you the resources, and the resources should be there. Could you elaborate on that for Senator Hawley?
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, the delays in technology and the office and the office hours in certain offices are limited, again, because of the staffing levels that we have. I mean, a single person office or even a two-person office is going to be closed part of the time. I don't know what to say about the fact that there's a sign up in one of our offices that says
It's on the website, but
that we're still under a COVID protocol. I don't.
here's the bottom line for me. Listen, if you need more resources to staff your offices, I'm all for doing that. If you need more offices in my state, you've only got two. I mean, we're a geographically pretty large state. We cover a lot of territory. I'm all for doing that. But what is absolutely inexcusable to me and has nothing to do with funding levels is people being told on the phone that, hey, if you die, good luck to you. At least your kids will get it. Offices that aren't open, offices that are still observing so-called COVID protocols. I mean, you can understand the frustration, and I hear it regularly from people in person and on the phone who come to see me, and they are beside themselves, and this has got to change.
Senator, I think the vast majority of our people do a pretty good job day in and day out. And if that person who spoke to your constituent that way did that, for that I apologize. It's inexcusable. And again, when things like that are brought to our attention, we will follow up and we will act accordingly. So again, other than apologizing at this point, I don't know what I can do other than that.
Well, I hope that I'm finishing with this, Mr. Chairman. But listen, I hope that what you'll do is come back to us, and I'd ask you to come back to me for the record, to submit for the record a plan to make sure that you're actually addressing the concerns of these folks. I want to know how it is. In fact, I'd like to see the protocols for how it is you address people on the phone. Surely there are written protocols that you have for your employees. I want to see them. I want to see your protocols for your offices. I want to see your training materials. I need to see all of it, because at this point, my constituents are not getting this. It's not the services that they deserve in some general sense. It's what they have paid for. It's what they have worked their lives for and paid for. And they're angry about it, and I'm angry about it. And I want to see some results. And if you need more funding, I'm happy to give you more funding, but I tell you what, I want some answers. So I'm going to ask you to come back. I'll have more questions for you for the record, but I want to see some stuff in writing. And as soon as I see it in writing, I'm going to make it public, because there have got to be changes. Mr. Chairman, I just want to say this for the record. There have got to be changes. This cannot go on like this for the people of my state. It just cannot go on. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hawley, thank you. Senator Moody.
For a more profound political discourse, please like, comment, and subscribe for more further insights.